Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to some more Shadowy Warrior. I don't know why. I just wanted to get really close, get all up in your business. So this is going to be the first of two expansions. This one's actually called Twin Dragon, and I was kind of expecting this as I was playing it. I was like, oh man, this is going to be a very obvious one. So anyways, this is, running through SW Void, Void SW. This was also not made by 3D Realms. This was just published under them. This was actually made by Wild Productions. I don't know what the other expansion was made by. I'll check when I actually play it. Now, I have played through this about 4 times. It's pretty okay. I don't think this is a very good episode, but I don't think it's very bad. Now, there is one puzzle that is absolute horseshit, which I have the solution for next to me here on a piece of paper, because it's 1994, and I'm still a baby, so I must use everything with pen and paper. So, let's go ahead and get started. We are playing on the highest difficulty.
No pain, no gain.
Alright. So, right off the bat, we're already getting harassed. And I don't think the music was made by Lee Jackson or anybody like that. And also, there's that Shinobi reference, I'm pretty sure. This was actually made by a separate audio person. I don't have their name on hand. So, the music's not the same as our, swanky, badass Lee Jacksonry. But it is pretty cool. So, I like it a lot. I will say I'm not a huge fan of this expansion very much, but I do quite like what I've played so far. I have not played Wanton Destruction yet. I'm actually taking my time. I've had a lot of stuff coming up here and there between work stuff, just getting figured out and all that. I'm always doing stuff, I'm also playing RuneScape all the time. And, I feel bad because I haven't made a TF2 video in, like, a month. But it's also because I just don't have very much time to play Team Fortress 2 lately. It's a lot easier for me to just streamline a game like this. So the TF2 is not 100% gone, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this expansion doesn't add any new enemies, really. This is pretty much, yeah, it's better than acupuncture. It's pretty much business as usual. I'm trying my ass off not to get nuked here right off the bat, because there is a Shadow Ninja immediately. So, okay, he's dead. Good. Let's go ahead and call this one, good. We'll call it that. So, this is actually a pretty, well-made expansion. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's 9 levels or 12. I can't remember exactly. I do have levels I like and levels I don't like. This one's supposed to be Lo Wang's home, I guess? I don't really care. As far as I'm concerned, the level design in this is actually pretty good. I mean, it's pretty damn challenging. It's nowhere near as hard as the base game, thank God, because it feels more just like, level set. That's kind of what I like about it. It doesn't feel like it's some grand, overarching, weird, brutally difficult section, I kind of like that. As far as map design goes, I don't think it's too bad. I also can't say anything insanely positive about it. It's pretty much just more Shadow Warrior. I always say I'm not a huge Shadow Warrior fan, and this isn't to say this is a bad expansion either. Maybe you're a huge old Shadow Warrior fan and you absolutely detest that people think there's anything wrong with it, right? I personally think this is just pretty good. I do think it's better than the base game in a lot of ways because it's much more balanced. I'm really quick saving like a bitch because I'm a little tired today. So, I don't think it's bad. That's all I can say. The puzzles are pretty much okay. They're not terrible either. I just think it's okay. This is the only thing I can describe this expansion as. So, also poop and chick in the shower. Gotta have that. I will say some of the map design's a bit obtuse, but this pisses me off. It's just this constant ad for this company that made these, and it's a little jarring. I don't know if that's in the Redux version. I have actually never played this in the Redux version, so I can't tell you. So, yeah, I personally don't think that there's no, like, crazy secrets I've found, personally. There is a secret level, I just didn't do it, and I'm not going to be doing it in this as well. I always say, if I really want to, I'll do a secret level, like I did in the, third episode of this game. But I really don't normally do them. I just kind of view them as, you know, just another level, basically, and I'm not really interested in that. So, if you think that's bad, I don't know. After playing this, this will be like my 5th time this month. I really don't want to touch this ever again, so I just kind of want to get it over with, and my god, this is one of the hardest levels in the entire set. Oh, please, don't one-shot me, dude. Oh my god. He's gonna hit me. I can feel it. Okay, nope, he's dead. Good. So if we push this plate, we also get a med kit, which is fantastic. I actually finally took my own advice and fucking unbound the damn, oh, there's that damn truck. I unbound the stupid key that I had the, what's it called, stuck to the entire time, like the smoke bomb. So I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Watch. See that? It was stuck to B, I think. I changed it to L instead. So, no more issues. Let's also get another railgun, because... Wow, I just chucked it and prayed. There's actually a really weird sound that's added to this game. Oh, actually, I didn't even do this yet. Wow, I'm a punk scrub bitch. That's why shit was dying. Okay. So anyways, yeah, there's some shit in this level that's a little cryptic. This is a very hard to spot, like, crack in the wall. I actually scoured the level for like an hour the first time. I thought it had to do with this damn car. Nope, doesn't have anything to do with that. That's just, I mean, you can repair it, and you can shoot the, crack with that, but it's absolutely redundant. I'm actually gonna go out of my way to get one of the keys here so I can get the, like, railgun secret. And I did discover most of the secrets on my own, which is amazing, because, like I said in the, base game, I really feel like Shadow Warrior is an insanely difficult game that almost requires you to find the, secrets. So, I'm going for it here. Listen to this noise. It only shows up in a few parts of the game, and it's incredibly fucking weird. I don't like it. I don't know if it's the compression or something about that that really weirds me out. It just sounds weird. I like it. It's pretty cool. So, anyways, you can go ahead and skip the level straight ahead if you want to, but I'm gonna go back here, and then this is a illusory wall. Where is it? It should be in this corner here. There we go. So now we've got a railgun. We're actually going to need this in the next level. It's almost damn near essential in my opinion. So please, for the love of God, get it. And like I said, you can actually repair that car. It's really glitchy. I do not suggest it at all. And I'm going to run past this to save some ammo. I fucking love that line. Anyways, this level is honestly my second least favorite in the level set, and you're gonna see why really fast. This isn't a bad level either, okay? So this level's main gimmick is there's a shitload of explosives, and these have massive AoE, so I'm gonna try and get rid of this one. Yeah, that is insanely deceptive. It's fucking huge. So, trust me, man, you don't want to get caught up in that. I don't recommend it. It's not a good time. And we can go over here and get a secret. So this level's actually really cool conceptually, but mechanically, it's insanely frustrating. First of all, there's a shitload of enemies. There's another trap. I'm saving after those because those are fucking dangerous. Seriously, if you want to fuck around with those, go ahead, but I really don't recommend it, man. This level requires some very, very, very specific planning and everything. Also, yeah, those are one-shots. I'm not even exaggerating the danger that those actually cause you. They're very fucking dangerous. So, also up here, where you're gonna have a lot of dudes, and I don't have any rockets, but I do have my handy-dandy railgun. So, I always say how I don't like the railgun in this game very much, but this level really makes use out of it. It's also a very awfully designed area, I'm just gonna say it right now. Something about the design of this area is really, really frustrating. It's very visually impressive, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But, it's just... I don't know, man. It's a little too crammed for my liking. I don't think it's bad, but I just... This level's ambitious. That's all I can really tell you. I don't think it's bad. Like I said, ambitious. And 100% off. Hot damn, look at these hot TVs, man. Man, back in the distant 1990s, that shit would have been impressive. You know, I do kind of miss that, if I'm being honest. Like, I did grow up having, like, one of those big fucking... It came built into our home a long time ago, and it was, like... It was just this really fucking big, bulky TV. But damn, I'm not even kidding, they had really good picture. And I remember one of my grandpas, he had, like, one of the, quote-unquote flat screens at that time. Dude, that shit was revolutionary, you have no idea. So... I'm not sure what any of this reads. I'm guessing it's for like a brothel. I could be wrong. I don't speak Mandarin, and so I have no idea. Anyways, so I strongly recommend using your railgun here to pick off as many dudes as you can. And you hear all that beeping? Yeah, that's not me fucking up the audio. That is 100% like all traps. This entire area is fucking littered with shit, and it's extremely dangerous. You can see I'm going really slow right now, and that's because I do not want to get killed. There's also a shadow ninja up there too, and I don't have anything to take care of him really at all. So we're gonna go upstairs and start clearing out the level. There is a shitload of dudes in this area. They're all in these really narrow areas. Like I said, there's no new enemies added except for the final boss, which, spoiler alert, it's Lo Wang's brother, Hung Lo! Alright, so, yeah, because this game has such a deep fucking lore, by the way. Oh, come on. There we go. As long as I'm killing the shadow ninjas, I'm happy. Shit, I totally forgot. This isn't, like, the hardest level in this set. It's not my least favorite, but I really don't like it very much. I think, like I said, the big problem with this level is there's a lot of crammed interior design, but it's actually fairly well created. If I had to complain about anything in particular, it's not this part. It's actually way later. And you can get a railgun here, but it's just much more convenient to get it later on. I'm also not sure how much music is recycled from the actual Shadow Warrior base game, but it's supposed to be a soundtrack for this as well. So we have this red key lock here we've got to get to, and I strongly recommend doing this. Get this whole area cleared out, get your railgun out, and get ready to fucking nuke these dudes. Because if you leave these guys alone, it's gonna make this next part very fucking difficult, so you're gonna have to be a little bit patient here. Like I said, this is the problem I have with the railgun in this game. It doesn't do as much damage as I wish it did. But yes, trust me, kill these dudes from a mile away while you have the time. If you go down there later, it's gonna suck pretty meaty dong. So, not that there's anything wrong with sucking meaty dong, but, you know, it sucks when it's happening to you. So, okay. I'm gonna work my way down here. I believe there's another trap right here, and like I said, I'm quick saving like a bitch, but you have no idea until you played it. So there is a grenade over there. I completely whiffed. There we go. As long as you're taking those out, you're pretty much okay. So, my next advice for this level, chunk some grenades up here. Do not fuck around. There's actually like 2 grenade units in that area, so be careful. And a very, very well-hidden ladder, and we can get the red key card. So that's the first of the 2 keys we need to actually finish the level. So, the other one, I mean, I can clear the area out now. Oh shit. So we can actually make this jump to get the blue, which actually saves you having to backtrack. So let's go ahead and do that. I just don't feel like walking all the way over there. I don't think this was intended to be got this way, but I'm not 100% sure. So if I miss it on one try, we'll just walk. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can see what I mean, though. You can make that jump. It's not very big. Also, there's another ad for the company that made the game. They really just plaster their shit all over everything. I don't even know what happened to them, and I really don't think I care enough to look it up. But this was also a really cool time in gaming where this was actually something you could do, like sell commercial products under an IP. I mean, that's what happened to, like, Counter-Strike and fucking, like, TF2 and everything initially, so... You know, there is a lot of merit for this, but every single level has their fucking logo and shit in it, and it's a little bit like if I made all my Doom maps have a reference to my stuff in it. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil one, but, you know... No, we're not gonna go there. This is not about me, this is about this. So, do not move, okay? Jump over here, get in this area, and then, yeah, just shoot a grenade up there. Because there's actually, like, another one up there as well. This whole area is just a fucking hellhole. Also a Duke Burger. That's pretty cute, I guess. A little odd considering there's nothing in here really except a nuke, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess there's a Duke Nukem burger and then there's a Duke Nuke. I don't know. Maybe that's what they were going for. Or maybe perhaps I'm looking way too deep into this. Okay, so this is the next area. And this part can be pretty shitty, so be very cautious. Oh, Jesus. So sometimes that Kool-Aid can get in a really nasty spot. Now let's go ahead and see if I can kill that Guardian down there without taking some dumb damage. I hopefully can get through this without getting killed. It's still a very, very challenging expansion. I wouldn't say it's the hardest. Well, there goes the deathless part, but that was a trap, so you get the idea. I really, really hate that. That is so hard to see. You cannot blame me for falling into that. That's actually, if you're playing this in the Redux, that shit's invisible, so have fun. Alright, so this part's a little bit nasty, but it's not too bad. Should be able to take care of this. I have plenty of rockets for this as well, which is amazing considering I've been using the Railgun for most of this part. Alright, so now we do have to kill one of these Naga dudes. I really don't care what they're called, and I don't want to look up. But be careful, there is actually a Shadow Ninja in that room. I don't know if he's on there on lower difficulties or not, and I don't want to find out. Okay, there goes the music blaring away. So fucking bassy and sexy. I love synth bass. Listen to that shit. I feel like I'm back in Half-Life days. Alright. So, okay. This level is actually... I'm in the middle with. I don't mind that it's a little crammed. I think that's my main gripe with this level in particular, is it's a little crammed, but I do like the actual puzzle environment. Like, it is pretty damn cool, and plus you can do some pretty sick grenade shit with this layout. Like I said, this is not a badly designed level set, it's just a little bit average, and I think that's the only thing that really holds it down. Oh god, we're getting frame drops already. So, oh, I did not mean to use this. I did not want to use my Shadow Bomb yet. I love how I called it Shadow Bomb, Smoke Bomb, Shadow Ninja, Shadow Thing. I've called it like 1,000 different things, except what it's actually called, which is Smoke Bomb. So, oh dear. One thing I can say I like about this level is it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of something out of Blood, if I'm honest. Which, you know, that makes me happy. I really do love Blood's design. A lot of those levels just look and feel really cool, like you can just kind of infer what they are. This is why I always say the build engine was a really cool... Also, I'm not sure if this is a Duke Nukem reference, because you could get, like, steroids in Duke. I'm not 100% sure. I also don't know if Wild Productions, because I haven't played it yet, but I don't know if they've actually designed... I love that. I don't think that does anything, it's just there. I don't know if they actually did design Wanton Destruction, but these were initially free after a while. Later on, as time progressed, they were just released for free. I don't think they were actually commercially released. I think they were worked on, but not commercially released. I'm not really sure, because A, I wasn't really alive in this time. Okay, I was like 4 probably. So, you know what I mean. I don't have enough memory of this time in history to actually tell you an honest-to-God, like, retrospective on it. But I think these are pretty solid from what I've played. So if I had such a good experience with this expansion, I might really like Wanton Destruction, because I quite like this. It's not a bad expansion at all. Like, I think that's the best way I look at it. This feels pretty much just like, you know, more of the game, which is initially what you want. You want people to... Holy shit! Oh my fucking god. I did not expect him to walk in here. Holy shit, that was fucking scary. Wow. I was trying to play it safe. Anyways, I mean, it worked out in the end, but whatever. So, lower the staircase. It does take a while, so let's go ahead and fadangle with the other stuff in here as well. Because judging from the quality of these just feel like more Shadow Warrior, and that's honestly what these kind of things were meant to be. They weren't meant to be like, you know, oh, it's this crazy new thing we're doing with Shadow Warrior or Duke or Doom, whatever. These were just commercially released to add more gameplay. I mean, obviously mods have always existed, But, you know, this was just a good way to get your hands on some at least commercially, like, made, well-produced stuff. And I commend that, I really do. In this day and age, this shit would never happen. That's why I really do love this era of gaming, because it's incredibly, like, freeform. A lot of shit, yeah, like D-Zone was a thing, if you've ever heard of D-Zone. That was a unofficial expansion pack released with, like, a shitload of user levels. If you've ever seen LGR and you follow him, he actually does a really good video on, it's called That's Life. That was a unlicensed Sims 1 expansion that used a shitload of actual, you know, content created by the community. So, you know, these sorts of things were both a blessing and a curse. So they weren't all fun and games, and that actually has a current on it, and it spawns this missile dude. So if you go down there, if you're like, why the hell am I falling? That's why. But, you know, these kinds of things were really, really cool. And I harp on Noah Gervais so much because I fucking love his videos, but I think he said it best, and I can't stress this enough. When you bought Shadow Warrior, or you bought Duke Nukem, or Half-Life, or whatever, you weren't just buying the game. You were getting an entire library of mods and, you know, oh, fuck me, now I gotta wait. So you were getting basically this entire library of extra shit. Like, think about this. How many times have you played Half-Life, right? How many times have you played, you know, Half-Life 2? If you've played those 1,000 times, there's always shit like Minerva, there's mods like Nightmare House, there's mods like, what's it called? I mean, Counter-Strike was obviously a mod, but you get my point. There's that, there's like They Hunger, there's like the Brutal Quake, there's, I think it's called Brutal, oh, it's called Half Quake, sorry. There's all these expansions that you had access to that were free, and you didn't have to pay for them, you just downloaded them. And that's what it was like in this time of gaming. I mean, you could go on a shareware site back in the day and just get, like, a whole bunch of shit someone made for free. You didn't care if it was good, it was just the fact that it was there. This is also a time puzzle, by the way, so be really quick about it. So when you downloaded, like, something like this for free, this was just like, oh shit, there's more game to play, and this was really fucking cool. I can't stress to you how actually cool this time in gaming was. So, alright. These also open both doors, so make sure you're paying attention. I really do love that sort of gaming, and I mean, you know, I hate when people are like, oh, mods, what are those? And then, like, I'm like, oh, by the way, you can't pick these up. They're very jarring. I think this is also ripped straight from Blood as well. But these are also not voxels, these are just sprites. But it's still pretty cool, I guess. It fits. It's something, I guess. It's also more resources. I like this. Also, this is a small Ripper heart. I don't know how they did that. I think they just changed the texturing for it. It's really funny. It's the only time you ever see that as well. But, you know, at this time in gaming, I mean, in this day and age, you're like, oh, mods, I've seen Skyrim mods, you could ride dragons. It's like, cool shit, dude, that's existed since, like, Oblivion. But whatever. I know it's, like, kind of elitist of me to say that, because this also just loops back to that secret area that was an event a minute ago. So, I know it sounds elitist, but it's like, dude, as a PC gamer, you have that freedom, you have that ability, you have the tools, you have the money, we have the power, we can make him stronger, faster, better, harder. You get what I'm going with this, I hope. But, yeah, this time in gaming was amazing. Like, think about the luxury people take in shit like Brutal Doom. Do you know how much it costs to get Brutal Doom? Like $5, because all you have to have is a copy of, like, Doom. And I'm not saying or promoting this, but finding a copy of Doom is like, there's actually like shareware versions of Doom where people have like remodded it to where the textures are like their own textures. It's called like Fake Doom or something, but it's actually the Doom engine. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many accessible things, like Brutal Doom, like the Russian Overkill mod. You have like Doom RL, which I know that's not a Doom mod, but it's a mod that's supposed to be like Doom. You know, you have all these fucking things, and they're all free. that to me is what makes it so cool. I love this era of gaming because it reminds me so much of the modern era. Of course, you know, you had shit like Bethesda trying to like let people make money off of Steam mods, which is, first of all, I was actually having a discussion with this with one of my coworkers yesterday. It's incredibly sketchy to charge money for mods, right? I also am trying to not talk about this level because I fucking hate it. It's just really samey and really bland. So, anywho, it's like, in this day and age, you cannot charge people for shit like this. I'm not trying to rag on this era of gaming, but, you know, if you've ever seen that thing I was talking about with That's Life, or it's like going on Test Nexus, downloading someone's, like, mod system to make, like, 3 or 4 mods, and then you actually put them inside of yours and you sell it for money. Well, you don't technically own that mod. The person who coded it and sourced it, even if they did it for free, is technically the real copyright owner of it. And it sounds weird, but as someone who's a creator of stuff, I guess, like, when I was younger I looked a lot into this, because I was actually more interested in shit like this back in the day. Essentially, if you make something and you have proof of it, it's technically copyrighted. I mean, there's a weird loophole with this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a legal expert. Don't take my word on this. But one of the main reasons why mods can't be sold is because a lot of the things exist from an original source code. If it's not open source, well, then you're basically promoting piracy, even if it's abandonware. You know, there's a lot of weird loopholes with mods. But in this day and age in gaming, when this came out, this was fine. Like, you almost expected there to be some sort of expansion system. Usually they should probably be made by the people that made the game to help a little bit. You know, like, Master Levels of Doom wasn't made by id Software. It was actually, like, 32 different people or something like that. I think there was some overlap, but you know what I mean. There was a very different, like, mentality to this sort of shit back in the day. And this always happens. I get to this part in the level, and I swear to God, I almost... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Okay, that is a miracle I didn't get fucking killed. That's why I didn't save. I was like, if I fuck this up, I'm gonna die. So, yeah, basically, this era in gaming was just so... It was like the Wild Wild West, man. It was so fucking cool. Like, I never actually... like I said, had a PC back in the day that could run this sort of shit. But if I did, I would just have such a fucking blast. It reminds me of when I first started using Steam, you know, and I got, like, my copy of Doom 2, and I started modding and getting, like, user levels. I have such a fucking massive archive of Doom levels. It's unbelievable. I don't own every single Doom mod ever, but I have quite a few. I think I have, like, 200 or something. I mean, that's not a lot, but... I also stopped playing them because I started working on my own, so it was really kind of in my best interest to just try and work on stuff instead of just playing other things, which, that's a whole can of worms in its own right. My work on Animus Abind is kind of slow right now, but that's because, like I said, I'm doing a lot of shit outside of work. I'm doing a lot of other stuff at home. You know, it's not like my first and foremost thing I'm doing. I am a writer. I'm trying to get my books published. You know, there's stuff I'm doing that... Fuck me in the mouth. You know, there's stuff I'm always doing, so that's why I've been a little slower lately, but it's also mainly because I had a lot of health issues come up. I think I mentioned it before, there was the ear infection, and then I had, like, a bunch of other shit happen, so I'm fine now. It's just, you know, catching up after... Oh, please don't. Oh, I knew I was going to switch to this. It was just trying to get back in the groove, you know. Plus, I just try to, like, do other stuff, too. I have, unfortunately, got other stuff I have to do. So, this part of the level's fucking awful. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm actually gonna switch to my sword. No, I'm gonna switch to Fist. Fist is much more reliable. Because you can do this animation with it. Oh my god. So I might die here. That's not my fault. That is 100% splash damage and stupid shit happening. So, there's also going to be some walls that start exploding. Yep. You can see it starting to happen now. I know there's health in there. I also like this. I don't know why. It just looks really cool. Also, I like how the these are all different sectors, if you can see that. So, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh god damn it. I do not want to get killed to this shit. It's really embarrassing. Because there's a fucking medkit right here. Okay, so... But yeah, I don't like this level very much. My goodness, I'll take some coffee in a moment. This level is just not... There's not a lot of stuff in that makes me want to explore it. And a lot of that's because it's just a little too open, I guess. There's just not a lot of shit to look at. And I think that's kind of a downside. Like, this all just sort of looks the same. Oh, fuck, that's probably not a good idea. I'm probably going to regret doing that. So, this level's not the worst. I just don't like it very much. But I don't think it's that bad. We just gotta get up there. There's no real landmarks here. You can use your map, but also there's gonna be shit exploding randomly again. I believe this is the area with the key card. That's all I can say. I played this a few times. Well, 4 times, but that doesn't mean I remember every single detail. Last time I played this was last night, so that should be okay. But yeah, we're basically just looking for keys in this really boring environment. I know sewer levels are a crux to most people. I personally don't mind them. I just think that they can be very uninspiring, and that's just kind of what this is. It's just another random explosion. Random sewer level thrown into a level pack. So this is where we need to be with the key card. Now I gotta find my way back, though. That's the hard part. It all just looks the same. What the fuck was that? Oh, whatever. I don't think this is terrible, but I don't think it's very good either, and that frame skipping's really getting on my nerves. You know what? Let's actually do something while I'm thinking about this. Pardon this being in here, but... can I do this from here? I really think I can. No, let's not screen. Resolution, no. I'm looking for, like, frame limiter at this point, because that's probably the main issue. It's fine. I'll just take it. I'm not gonna complain too much. Watch me say that and then immediately complain. But yeah, this level isn't very good, but it's not very bad. It's just very bland. I think the random exploding thing, I really have no idea why this is in the level. I think these start to trigger after you've picked up the key, but I have no fucking idea. So this is a really nasty level to ending. Alright, and I'll take in some coffee so my voice stops sounding like a pack of cigarettes. I'm drinking vanilla coffee from Seattle's Best. It's really good. I've switched from like Starbucks to Seattle's Best recently. I don't know. I just wanted to mix up my my palate, I guess. So I don't know. I don't have a preference. I really do like Seattle's Best a lot, but I don't know. I'm not really a Folgers guy. To me, Folgers is just like, you know, it's just like a hand job, right? You've had it a million times. You know what it is. It's just not the... It's still cool, I guess, but it's just not very exciting. I mean, but Seattle's Best, oh, that's a fun time. So I don't know. I've always liked the flavor. I hate this level, by the way. This is my least favorite level in the entire level set. Number one, I'm just not a fan of warehouse design. I think it's a very bland, uninspiring thing in games. I mean, it's just a personal choice. I really don't like it very much. I think this level also suffers from some really shitty enemy placement and health... Oh, excuse me, health distribution. And you'll see what I'm talking about as we keep going here. Come on. Now, this level is just bullshit. Oh, excuse me. It's bullshit all around for a lot of different reasons. And man, I'm really gonna start complaining. Let's see if I can at least get some HP before... Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with that shit as we get closer to it, I guess. I'll deal with it when I have actual health to deal with it. So, my main gripe with this level is just there's so many hit scan enemies and they're all really spread out. and it just sort of chips away at your health the further you keep playing it. There's also a lot of explosives that have to be detonated manually. There's a part where you actually have to, like, as far as I'm concerned, you just have to take damage. I have no idea how to actually avoid it. That's just me, though. Maybe there's another way, but I have zero idea. It's just really narrow, really annoying, crammed design. It's just unfun. I actually will say this is my least favorite level in the entire level set. But that's not to say it's bad, it's just bad for reasons I think are bad, personally to me. So, if you think it's great, you're crazy, but alright. I'm not gonna complain. There's 2 coolies back there in that corner as well. Oh god, I'm just trying not to get nuked. There's a trap, I think, in that... yeah, right there. I think I got it. Keyword there, I think I got it, because there's quite a shitload of traps in this level, and they're all really, really nasty. This whole expansion's really good about one thing, it's good about putting those fucking traps everywhere. There's also a health kit in here as well. A little bit of a weird placement, but I'm not going to complain too much. Like I said, I don't really play Shadow Warrior levels. I've played more Duke levels than anything. Maybe someday I'll review those, but as it stands, like I said, Duke's still my favorite in terms of level design and stuff like that. I really like the aesthetic of Shadow Warrior, and I really love the style of Blood, but Shadow Warrior to me is just one of those games that I'm always like, it's okay. I've also gotten killed by this somehow once, and I have no idea what killed me here. You see what I mean? Holy shit! I wasn't kidding! I thought that was a one-time glitch, wow. That, I have no idea. I think you just get stuck in a sector and it crushes you. That's my only guess. I have no fucking idea. That happened to me one time and I wanted to see if I could recreate it, and I unfortunately just did. So, yeah, this level is... oh, I should have overhealed. But this level is unfortunately a bit shitty. Now, there is a grenade trap somewhere over here. I think I can chunk some grenades over this as well. I'm actually going to get rid of these ghosts, because if I leave them around, they're just going to chip at me for a long time, and I don't want to deal with that. Because we have to go through this area quite a few times just to keep going, and it's really fucking irritating. Alright. Let's see, now, I know there's more shit up there, so I'm going to try and chunk stuff up in this. And then... I think that should be enough. Now, this is a little bit of a time puzzle, but we can blow open an area that actually unlocks this area. See, like that. I'm not complaining that this level's terrible, but it's pretty bad. I think a lot of it just stems to... the level design's just not very interesting, and a lot of it's just not very balanced, I guess. That's my main gripe. But it could be really worse. I always say this about levels like this. I think the problem is there's just too much space and not enough stuff to do in it. Also, this is a really awkward to get key. I'm not a huge fan of this, so... okay, 150. See, I got one extra little bit of health. So, we gotta detonate that. And hopefully not die. Oh, goodness. Oh my god, come on. Really, man? There we go. So yeah, you gotta open that key up, which is not the worst, but it still sucks. You also can't hop around that, I've tried. Unless you're really good with this engine, I have no idea. It's not a fun experience, so... anyways, I thought the first time I played this I had to do that, and I was like, wow, that's actually really cool, and then it's like, no... I'm not encouraging doing weird engine quirks in games either, because not everybody knows how to do those. Okay, there is one more trap, I'm pretty sure, in this area, and I'm trying to remember where it's at. It's gonna drive me nuts, it really is. So, as far as this level goes, I think it's the weakest in this level set, but that's saying something good, I guess. I like the later bits in this area, because it's actually pretty cool. Like, the level design is actually really intuitive. This, to me, is just boring, and this is not even the worst part. And, you'll see when I get there. And I really am gonna try and say, I don't know what'll fix it other than just taking it completely out. That's my main gripe. So, okay, there's a little area over here. See this guy right here in that box? Notice how hard it is to hit them because they're right in front of a sector, and this just opens up this. Like, this is the big problem that's going to happen next. So see these 4 boxes over here? There's actually, like, let's just do this first. I'm trying to get rid of all these fucking traps. There's like 5. So, I think I got most of them. Yeah, there we go. That's the Caltrop one. So those 4 boxes have dudes in them. They're just brown pants ninjas, but the problem is these are like sectors, so they actually absorb splash damage. So I have to get direct hits on them. The problem is I can't fucking consistently do this without getting nuked. So let's just try this. Okay, and see, since you can see they're already aggro too. So, I can't do anything about this. It's just... We're basically playing a Call of Duty single-player campaign mission right now. There we go. And yeah, that key is very hard to see. It is in there. There's another key that's coming up in Silver Bullet that is actually very fucking hard to see. I actually scoured the level for like 30 minutes and almost resorted to an online guide until I thought, okay, that has to be the solution. There's nothing else in the level that makes sense. I think it was just a rendering error, but like I said, I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't think this level's the worst, but that part really stands out to me. Hey look, these people made this. Did you know that? Did you know these people made this level set? Alright. I'm not gonna fight that Ripper because I really don't need to. Well, not yet at least. I don't want to fight them, they're just too much. They're just not worth it. So, this level in particular, I don't like it, but I don't think it's bad. I think it suffers from being way too crammed with way too many enemies, and this... oh my god. This might be an issue with me playing on the highest difficulty, if I'm honest. So this also comes down to a problem with Shadow Warrior in general, is... now back the fuck up when you open that, you'll hear that cracking, so don't stay in there. It's a really dangerous idea. This level is just... yeah, right there, you can see exactly what the problem is. The level itself is cool. It's actually really well designed, but it's way too crammed, and Shadow Warrior's weapons have way too much splash damage. Also, these are new. They're gigantic seagulls, apparently. So, you know, it's not that it's a bad level, it's just that the design of the weaponry you're using... you see, if the grenade launcher had way less explosive range, it would be fine. Like, I don't think I'd have any issue with it. But you can see how this level's already going to start progressing, right? We're really, really crammed. We have... oh my god. That frame skip is the only reason I was able to not die there. I had noticed what it was on, too. I was like, let's not. I don't think that's a secret. I don't think there's any secret like that. Okay, so... because if you chuck grenades, you're just going to get splash damage, right? If you shoot rockets, you're going to take splash damage. And you're not going to have that much Uzi ammo either, so... trying to not die because you're getting hit by your own ammo is really fucking irritating. So you had to take enemies out at a distance either with the Railgun, the Uzis, or anything that's not an explosive, which sucks because look how many grenades and shit I've got. I've got, like, more than enough shit to take down a small army with grenades only, but I can't do much with them because I'll demonstrate. If I die here, it's not my fault. You see, if I was just an inch closer to that, I would already have taken like 100% splash damage. This is like the distance right here is how far it actually is. I can't stress to you enough, until you play this game, you have no idea just how devastating splash damage actually is. Like, even the Railgun does have splash damage if I hit a wall. I'm gonna demonstrate this, watch. Yeah, you see that? That's actually what happens if you do this. Yeah, see, the Railgun also has splash damage, so this is my only gripe with this level, It's not the actual level design itself, it's the way the weapons behave. Also, I noticed this day one. Fucking access things upside down. Get your shit together. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not really that bothered by it. It's a misaligned texture, man. These things happen. If you really think that bugs me that much, it doesn't. But I did notice it. It's the only time in the entire game it happens that I've noticed, as far as I can tell, too. So, this room up there that I'm shooting in, holy fuck, that is the worst room in the entire level. We'll get into it, and by God, you'll see exactly why it's such a pain in the fucking ass. So, alright, we don't want to go over there yet. So, we need to clear this out, because there's a shitload of dudes. Also, stay where I'm at right now and just chunk grenades. Do not walk... Oh, shit. Do not walk anywhere in that area. It will be an instant kill. You will die so fucking quickly, it's not even funny. Stay as far the fuck away from those areas as humanly possible. So, okay. I'm just moving my phone. I didn't want to knock it off the table. Okay, so that's taken care of. At least we've got some of the prep work done. God damn it, where am I getting shot from? Okay, there we go. I'm trying to conserve as much health as I can. So, we do get a key in this area, and I think there's a Shadow Ninja. God damn it. Yeah, he's right there. I don't think he's dead. Well, if he's not, he's pretty fucked up. How about that? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, he's dead. He's dead as shit. Awesome. So, we need to open this up, which... Yeah, this I fucking scoured the map the first time because I barely noticed that table. I had to think back to how blood worked and that there was like shit like that in the expansion as well. The library one is where that happens as well, and it's really shitty. So, okay. Stay over here, alright? Don't fucking move. If you move anywhere in there, you're gonna get fucking killed. See how far that is? Like, that's how ridiculous splash damage is in Shadow Warrior. If I walked in there with a single grenade detonating, I'd be fucking dead as shit. I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Hi! I did not see you there, dude. Okay, have a good time. Also, these are fucking old joysticks. I like how that's just skiing. I don't know why, but that's really cute. So there we go. That part is probably one of the hardest parts of the entire level. Now, don't fuck around. Switch to your hands. Smoke bomb. And just don't fucking try to do this any other way. I know I'm probably exaggerating here, but I cannot stress to you enough, do not even try to do this any other way. If you try to go in here, there is so little room. You will die from your own splash damage so fast, it's unfucking believable, okay? It's not a joke. This area is one of the worst in the game because of how narrow it is. Okay, then we can go ahead and get the red key. And now, hopefully this will be a little bit easier. That is a really bad sticky. I don't really need to kill these guys, I just need to get the fuck away from them. Okay, perfect. Like I said, I don't want to stay in that room and shoot those dudes, not because I'm a pussy, but because, trust me, the ammo is not worth wasting in that kind of area, plus you'll lose so much health trying to get to it, I guarantee you'll die. So, this is also a weird one. You can see that we have a new area opened up, but if I just rush forward, I'll just continue the next level. But it's really strange, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I want to get... that's fine, I guess. I'm not really going to go all the way back. See, there's a health kit right here. Shit. But I can just do that. But the health kit's gone in this level. What the fuck? Poor play, man. Poor fucking play. What to be a scrub? What do you guys have, like, a budget of 5 people or something? Fucking hell, right? I really hope you can tell I'm being sarcastic. But I wish that was still there! It would have been really cool consistency. I don't mind it too much, though. Anyways, this level I actually really like. It kinda suffers from the same problem as the last one in that it's very, very crammed, but it's pretty doable. So just go ahead and jump in there and get the key right off the bat. Now, if you're doing this like I'm doing, chunk grenades. Just, when in doubt, chunk it out, okay? Like, do not try to go in there with all those enemies. It'll be a very, very bad time. Okay, perfect. So far, we're doing okay. I also really like this. It looks really cool. Like, it's a basic trick that I use in Doom design, but it's still really neat. So you do need to have a key for this. You can't actually blow that open, like, through the door, like, or the window. It won't actually work. It'll just bounce back and hit you instead, and it's not a good time. So, I don't think there's too many dudes left. I think I've pretty much taken care of most of them from a distance, as one guy is still alive. So, and that also opened up too. Cool. So that little box here has to be opened up by an explosive, so you do have sticky bombs here if you really need them. So just chunk in here. Jesus Christ. That door is timed. I'm not super worried, but still. There we go. So go ahead and hit these both, and we should have this door open. This area is pretty fucking hard. I'm not going to say it's the hardest, but it's pretty tough. We're going to have to deal with a lot of shit at a close range. So using either your grenade launcher from a very far distance or the railgun is probably the best idea at this point in the game. I kind of prefer using a shotgun on these guys because, trust me, it's just way better. I'll switch to railgun just in case, though. So we need the yellow key. This also doesn't do anything, by the way, unless I'm mistaken. Nope, doesn't do anything. These also don't hurt you, which is a pretty big fucking deal to me. So, alright, so this whole thing, if you've ever played, what's it called? Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, kind of like that. It's a little bit like this level. We have to basically stop these oil drums or something? I don't know. Essentially, you're turning this facility off and blowing it up. It's pretty easy. See, we have 1, 2, 3. It's not very hard. Let's chunk some grenades down there. There's actually quite a few dudes in that area. I can see I can get one in there. I heard something get hit. Okay. So far, we're doing okay. I'd say just, like most of Shadow Warrior, just take it nice and slow. There's no reason to rush this, because if you rush in there, well, you're going to get the shit beat out of you, and it's going to suck. So, I'd strongly recommend not fucking up and just bull rushing in there. It's a really dangerous proposition. I don't recommend it. I know what I'm doing, by the way. I just don't want to have these enemies wandering around. It's very easy to fuck this area up and not do something in order. So, I don't really think I need to shoot those, but whatever. So, I mean, you gotta shoot the glass. So first things first, flood control, blow that shit up. That's the first step to the puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if there's a secret in there either. I didn't think there was. That's pretty impressive they actually had something there, which is, honestly, I like that. I have never really thought about that. So, let's hope they don't creep up into here. So, hit this lever, open this door, hit this lever, you'll see that this is opening up. There's actually 2 dudes around that corner. I think they're dead, and if not, they're pretty damn close. Alright. Not too bad. I mean, normally I take this level a lot quicker from what I played of it, but this is actually going pretty well, so... Oh, wow, they didn't fucking die? After, like, the ass load of grenades I fucking shot in there, enough to make a fucking omelet? I mean, seriously? Come on. Really? I really don't know where that analogy came from. But I'll go with it. So, okay, let's not bull rush too much. Like I said, this is all about taking it nice and slow. I'm trying to get through that damn window. Okay, so we should be pretty safe. I'm trying to just make sure I'm not missing anything. I know there's like 2 or 3 coolies in this next room as well. You! Okay, good. Fuck this room. Okay, so we do have to go back here later. That's why I'm clearing a lot of it out. That's a big part of this level, is just making sure you have all the pieces of the puzzle all at once done. Don't try and do them out of order. It'll be a nightmare. Okay, there should be a trap in here, I'm pretty sure, as well. Hey, look! These people made this. Alright, so we got that. I think you had to blow that up with a grenade or something as well. Okay. I don't think you can cheese that. I tried that the first time I played the level. It doesn't work. Because we have to go up there, and then we can escape the level. So now that we've got the yellow key, a little bit of the level's opened up, but we only need to do one... Actually, a little bit. What am I saying? A lot of the level opened up. So you can go all the way back to the beginning chunks of the level. You don't need to do that unless you really, really want to. So if I wanted to go all the way around the level, fight all these dudes, I could, but, you know, you can also... I think this is just like I said, a lot of this might have been because of deathmatch back in the day, but if you're trying to get through this expediently, just do this, switch this lever over, and then go back down to that area here, and you'll be on your way. But I think it does spawn in a couple of enemies, I'm pretty sure of that, so be careful. Take some coffee in. Okay, so this is Silver Bullet. I think it's also called Crazy Train. That might have been a copyright thing. So go ahead and shoot this, and right off the bat, go in here. Don't do what I did and save this area for last like an idiot. I did that the first time I played it, and I immediately regretted it. Because I was like, you're fucking kidding. That was where this was? Anyways, hey look, these people made this. I'm actually going to stay on my Uzis a little bit because there's a lot of brown ninjas here. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Now, this level you can approach in a couple of different ways. So, what I'm going to do is treat it like I did the last level and just do a lot of prep work. And I haven't even mentioned this yet. When you get, like, the Uzis, you don't have a choice to reload them. It's just, like, after a few shots. You don't actually get to choose it. Okay, so I think I can jump on this from here, but no. I'm gonna just chuck some grenades out. This is all this level consists of, by the way. It's 100% just mainly clearing areas out. So I think there's a secret up here, right? No, I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, this level is pretty cool. I don't mind it. So... It's like I just know after a while, right? I played so many of these kinds of games, I just expect these sort of things to be there. So... Alright, so I swear to God I got on top of that once. I think I just got lucky. Yeah. There we go. So you can go over this way. I don't recommend it. Because you can't actually really progress this far yet. Okay. I think I've gotten... That's... One more safety check. You never fucking know with this game. Zilla Cola, better than the rest. There's another ad for that somewhere in the game, too. Alright, this part's fucked. Alright. I don't particularly like this part. It's very crammed and very awkward. Oh, hell. If you ever played Duke, by the way, the pistol reloads in a similar fashion. You have to just let it do it. You don't, or switch weapons. That's probably a waste of a med kit, but oh well. Oh man, I don't trust whatever's in there still. I heard a juicy explosion, so I'm gonna assume it's dead. Okay, good. And this level is pretty cool, I will admit. It makes me think of something from the first chunk of the game, which is admittedly pretty cool. So, this part is fucking ridiculous. This is the worst shit I've ever seen in a game. Now, hopefully, the information I got isn't botched. So, notice how we have a compass? So, we gotta hit the southeastern switch twice. Let's actually save the game. If I fuck this up, you'll know. Hit this once. Twice. Northeastern. Southwest. Right? You see, that's bullshit. The fucking wiki is a fucking lie. I'm sorry. The wiki for this is just all sorts of wrong. I don't think that's actually what you're supposed to do. I know you're supposed to hit this one twice. This one for a fact. So... One second. Okay, so I just did it and I'll show you it again because this is bullshit. The wiki really should stress that it's not the actual direction. It's this. So, southeast twice, northeast, and then southwest. Get your shit together, wiki editor. Seriously, put that the moment you enter the room, not the fucking actual thing. That is really shitty editing. I'm just gonna call you out on that because that's 100% how I roll. I didn't contribute the wiki, and I'm not gonna fix it, so... I'm actually half serious here. Get your shit together. Explain that it's when you enter the room, not when you go on the other edge. Like, the actual compass in the game. That's really stupid. So, anyways, you think I would have figured that out by now, but I think I did it, like, so late. Excuse me. I did it so late, I just didn't really think about it, so I'm not really worried. You shouldn't be worried either, but really, honestly, that's bullshit. I hate that. You know what I really should do is I should play Redux version of this so I can get all the achievements, because these are the only 2 chapters I'm missing on the achievement list. So, anyways, I like how I thought of that midway. But that is so bullshit. I didn't look up a YouTube guide either. I just actually just paused the game real fast and checked that on my own time, and I was like, okay, yeah, the wiki editor is just full of shit. I'm sorry if you edited it, but really, be more precise. That's not cool. Okay, so now we can actually progress through the level properly. So this area right here is where we have to go next. So the best way I can remember this is... Think of it like this. If you go where the trains are at, you're going too far. If you go where the dark tunnel is, you're fine. I'm just clearing up a little bit because I don't want these guys to gank me from behind. I will appreciate this level's design, but that fucking puzzle is so stupid. It just shouldn't have been in the game. If I had to say anything that would make this level fine, it goes from fine and perfect to that puzzle making it just awful. I don't know, maybe I'm just a bitch. That could be just me, but... You know, I'm gonna go with that being the main reason, right? So, anywho, I do think this is a cool level because it is based on, like, the, like, silver bullet trains in, like, Japan, I'm guessing, which is a nice touch. Like, I could infer that without having to, you know, do some quick Google checking on the geometry of the level and looking around and doing homework and shit, so I get the idea. I like it. Now, this room... Not a big fan of. So, we have to basically... Oh, Jesus. It's very precise. There we go. If you do it any other way, you'll get fucking hit, and it's really annoying. So... Close one. Yeah, I'm still fired up about that. That is so bullshit. They should say when you enter the room, not... Oh, it's just the following switches do this, 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 this. No, just say what they are and, like, draw a grid or something. I don't know. The fucking RuneScape wiki is the best wiki I've ever used in my entire life. I'm sorry. Take some notes from them. Okay, so now we can actually move on. You can also go in here and kind of clear this out a little bit before you go in here, but it's not 100% necessary. Also, you can shoot through these, but you can't jump through these sectors. They're invisible, which is... a product of the time. It's not something that I'm going to complain about too much. I mean, this is just how design was back then. It's nothing I can really complain about. Modern gamers might be like, oh, how fucking stupid, you can't actually shoot through it, that's ridiculous. Well, they don't all sound like that, but they all sound like that to me, so... That's, like I said, neither here nor there. It's not the worst thing ever. Let's see if I can hopefully do this without getting absolutely nuked. That would be great. I really don't think I've ever used caltrops in this game. They're really bad. So, there's also one of the anime chicks. I don't know what it's supposed to be from. All anime is the same to me. It really is. It's just bullshit. So if that's actually an anime character, I'm sorry that I offended you for your waifu, but, you know, whatever. So we do have to go into this area. Oh, it's such an iffy one. Make sure you save the game, because if you fuck this up, I don't think there's another chance to get it again. So be really careful. It's hard to see, but there's a yellow key right there, and if you don't get it, well, you get crushed, and I have no idea how this is supposed to work after that. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no way to get back in there. And it literally doesn't even show up. I'm not going to refresh the save just to show you that, but it really doesn't, like, have any visibility. At least in Void. Oops. You ever play those really old light gun games like Area 51 and like Police Squad and shit? That's what it makes me think of when I do shit like that, and I feel like I'm gonna lose a health point or something. I don't know. That's just me, though. I don't think I actually need to be over here. Okay, so that's fine. We'll go in here. That whole area is a little iffy. I don't want to be in there anyways. So, yeah. This whole level... Oh, fucking hell. I completely forgot about you. There we go. I have 1 health. I'd like to point that out for the jury, okay? I have 1 health and only 1 health to spare. I'm not worried, there's actually quite a bit up here in this next section. So yeah, I actually, as far as level design goes, this is actually pretty solid. I quite enjoy this level, other than that really shitty puzzle. I really can't say much bad about it. And I think the puzzle is really only annoying because it's a product of its time. I mean, there really wasn't any other ways to deal with puzzles in this era of gaming. It was just flip switches and hope shit works. And, you know, I can't complain too much. So this, you have to kill this Naga dude. They take 6 rockets to kill, and like I said, if you've ever played Doom, they function like Barons of Hell, so they're not very hard. Do I have anything else I can... Yeah, I'll take the shot shells, why not? See you later, scrub. Alright. And then we get to go into one of the more, a little bit annoying sections, if I'm honest. I don't really like this level. At first glance, when I first played it, I really thought it was awesome. And then I played it, and I didn't like it. I was like, wow, this is kind of shitty. Crabs. I like to point out there's crabs. I just want to point that out for the jury as well. So... Also, look how big these fucking seagulls are compared to me. It's pretty fucking big, man. Alright. This level is really cool looking, but it does not flow. I know you can get the boat, I just don't give a shit. I cannot be asked. So, the only problem I have with this level is it's very, very trap heavy. It's very, very, a little bit cryptic, if I'm honest. I won't say it's insanely cryptic, but it is a little bit annoying in its design. Probably like how my voice is really annoying to you at this point. I don't know. I hate how you can't just squeeze through this. That's really shitty. Also, these pots, or these burners, are just the switch texture. I actually think that's kind of cute. Get a grenade launcher in here if you want one. It is really cool. I think the entire design of this is awesome, but the level flow is really not my thing. So, you're pretty much going through this little fishing hamlet, which is really quite, like I said, it's very visually impressive. God damn, I hate those. I just can't stand those traps. Those are the one thing that I hate. I'm gonna let that dissipate. We're gonna have to go back here anyways. So, this isn't the hard part of the level, but it's just trying to get the, you know, the level flow in. It's really iffy. Can I... Oh my god. So, excuse me. I thought that was where I was getting shot from. Okay. So we can't go in here, and this is actually locked. Like, he can't shoot through that, and you can't shoot him either. So, let's see if I can make life a little bit easier. I didn't hit the canisters. There's actually 2 gas traps in there. Well, that's as good as I'm gonna get it, I think. So, chunk in here. Yeah, there's a fucking death trap in that room. And there's also a shadow ninja right over here. who's probably already seen me, and I am probably going to die. No? Wow, I got really fucking lucky. Anyways. So... Oh no, he's still alive. Shit, man. Shit. Okay, I think he's dead. I'm fairly certain. So a lot of this level just revolves around, like, different enemy aggros and shit. Like, there's a lot of level triggers in this, which make it very, very fucking annoying. There's actually a level area that's completely optional. You don't even need to go anywhere near it, and it spawns, like, a orange ripper behind you, and it's really just not worth doing. There's also not a lot of health in this level either, which kind of pisses me off too. But, like I said, that's just probably a me thing. Okay, that was just bullshit. That's not my fault. That's because the game auto-switched to the rocket, and it really shouldn't. I wish if there was anything this game had, it was the ability to turn that off. I know it's equip on, like, pickup, but that's not the same thing as equipping to explosive that can one-shot you at close range. That's really just annoying. There's health in there, but I want to get this area cleared out pretty quickly. Plus, armor. Why not? I might be a little bit lucky. I should be able just to kind of lead these guys out. That'll work. There, we'll just chip them away with the railgun. That'll be a little bit easier. So, as I say, this asshole immediately gets right up in my face. If I had anything to complain about this level that actually does kind of drag it down, you can't actually use this boat, which is really weird to me. Also, I think the border for Void SW has that, like, bamboo texture as, like, one of the options. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I don't know. The whole problem with this level isn't even really a difficulty thing, it's just the movement. It's the way it's paced is really annoying. So now we gotta go all the way back. And that boat is actually much slower, the one we can actually drive. It's actually very fucking slow, and I don't recommend it. Now, I'm not stupid, I actually do know that there's, like, rocket ammo and everything under, like, the water. I'm not dumb, I know it's there. I'm gonna get it later. Hey look, these people made this. Did you know that? Okay, so kind of similar to the last level, we have that really fucking annoying, like, it's so specific and fidgety. I don't think that did it. No, it did. So this spawned a couple of dudes, not very many. Not enough to cause trouble in my neighborhood, but, you know, enough to cause trouble. So, like I said, you don't want to use that boat. It's just way, way too slow. It's just totally not in your best interest to use it. But for convenience sake, I'll show you it. So it reverses on a dime, but in terms of actual speed, it's pretty shitty. So I don't really use it. You can if you want to. I don't want to. You shouldn't want to either. So now that we have the gold key, this is why this level really bothers me. It's because there's not a lot of, like, telegraphing which area has what your first time playing. So you can kind of wander around aimlessly if you're not careful. And that's not really 100% a level design fault. That's just more of, like, this wasn't, like, intended to be played in this specific way kind of fault. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not trying to make excuses for this, but I'm trying. Like, also this caltrop trap is essentially unavoidable as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea how you're supposed to avoid that, because this is right here and you have to go right here. But this is actually a pretty clever puzzle. So you go behind here, and this is actually transparent. So, oh look, girls, those exist. And then ogle the pretty ladies and poo. You know, just drop a big squat, and then we can go in the bathtub. The first time I played this, I was like, alright, that's gotta be the solution. So, now a couple more enemies have spawned in. Not too many, just mainly brown ninjas, if I'm not mistaken. So, we can actually go over here and get some rods if you really want those. I don't think I actually crept up on that area either. So, pretty sure this is like a ripper spawns as well. I could be wrong. Now we can go over to the rod shop, kill this asshole, which, if he dies in the wrong spot, you might not be able to see that, but it's there. There's a switch. Now, this part sucks ass. Actually, let's just bolt. Oh god, I have no idea because I got a frame drop. Okay, that was a little lucky, if I'm honest. Those guys are still roaming around, and I don't have really much health, so this sort of sucks. I can go under here and get explosives, but it's not really worth it. And now we have caltrops everywhere. You see what I mean? This isn't like a nasty level, but it's just designed really kind of shitty. And we still need health, so I'm trying to... that's... I'll say it's my fault, but also this level doesn't have very much health in it. God damn it. Okay, that... Can you see what I'm talking about here? It's just a lot of shit that's just odd. It's not badly designed, it's just not great. I'm trying to get that damn... I think I hit the grenade trap, I'm pretty sure here. That's all I'm really hoping I did. Don't go over there, by the way. I'm not even kidding. That's a death sentence. There's like so much shit in that area that you will just die. Alright, so... By the way, I do know where to go. I'm not lost. I'm just making sure I have enough health to deal with this. It's not easy to die, but it's a little annoying. So, if you have been paying attention to the level design at this point still, we gotta go all the way back. All the way over here. Just checking my phone. I gotta make sure I'm not taking too long here, because I have to pick up my roommate if I'm after work. So, now we have a fucking Shadow Ninja that's probably gonna one-shot me. Please don't. Thank you so much. Jesus. Okay. So, you have to remember that that's there, and then, okay, what the fuck do we do next? We have the fence. Okay, whatever. And then we have this. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. And then we didn't pick up a key. That's weird. Nope, you gotta go up here on the ladder, fucking obviously, and then you can proceed. I really don't like this kind of design. I figured it out the first time, and that's a ladder, by the way, that I just climbed up. I know it's really hard to see, but it's there. Trust me. And then you have to crouch to get out of here, otherwise you're gonna keep grabbing that damn ladder. And now we can go and finish the level. So, you can see what I mean. I don't think this is a bad level by design. Hey, that's me. And 94.7 KRTCZ, playing the best fucking rock you've ever fucking heard in your fucking life. I don't know, I just imagine that's what it would sound like to me. Let me dream, okay? So, yeah, I don't think it's a bad level, and also there's a Shadow Ninja in here, so have fun if you're not careful. Hello, I didn't hear you spawn. I must have missed your call. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Shit, that damn Ripper made me waste my ammo. I'm gonna bitch about it on the internet. I don't think he's dead. Well, he wasn't dead, but he sure as hell made the game crash for some reason. Alright then. So then you switch that over. This fills up and we can actually exit the level. Hopefully not having it crash. That was really, really unexpected and not fun. So, once again, just bolting past those. So, we're almost actually at the end of this. Secret Garden, my favorite novel by H.G. Wells. Let's see if you actually know what I'm talking about. It was actually a real novel, but it's not by H.G. Wells. Anyways, I don't dislike this level. It can be a bit confusing, so I hope you are paying attention. Yeah, see, I worked a little bit of the game's quotes into here. I don't think this is a bad level. I like the aesthetic a lot, and I like the lighting effects they were able to pull off, too. I wouldn't even say the level design's bad. It's actually quite fun. It's very Shadow Warrior. I mean, it's almost reminiscent of something like Blood, too. Not Blood 2, the game. That game's fucking awful. And no, I'm not playing that unless I somehow can manage to get the game to run, first of all, on modern operating systems. Which, oh boy, that's a chore. If you've ever tried to get Blood 2 to run on Windows, anything past Windows 8, you're a fucking god amongst men. I don't know how you did it. So, cool, man. So this level is a bit confusing, but the level geometry is pretty fair. You shouldn't get lost too bad. But it's also one of those levels, if you want to, you can leave your friends behind and, you know, do what I'm gonna do here and just prep, because there's a lot of shit to do in this level, and it's got a pretty non-linear format, which I appreciate. I actually always say, hey look, these people made this. I love when a level lets you kind of solve it in your own way. If it's too big, that's different. But if it's actually, you know, well constructed, it's really fun. So now that we've got the red key, we can start going in this direction and opening up the rest of the level. This guy should have been dead like 800 years ago. Well, he's a zombie, whatever, but you know what I mean. So that was the best unintentional joke I've ever made, and I don't even think it's that funny. So you can open that up like that, or you can just jump around it. Jump around, come on and get down. But for the most part, you can also ignore this room here, but I'm going to take it out so you can see why I don't generally fight these. Look how much ammo this takes to kill these damn things, okay? It's just, to me, that's a lot. You can also just do a little hop around them. It's not a big deal. So I'm not really worried about healing at this point, because there's actually quite a lot of health in this level. So this just opens up another area around, which I might use. And then we gotta get through here. And then we're gonna grab this key and then book it the fuck out of this area. That's all I can tell you to do. Don't stay around here too long, because it's very easy to get enemies like these rippers just all over on you if you're not careful. If you're ever uncertain how I'm doing these kind of movements, it's just moving forward then moving back. That's pretty much what I call the pinky dance that's been in my mind for like 20 years. So, I really wish these frame drops would stop. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen in Void, or it's mainly probably just a Void issue. That door doesn't open either, that's why I was able to jump around it. So, if you're ever confused on how this level is laid out, think of it like this. All the keys you need to use are in like one area, like right here. So all this one side, the southern side of the map, is all where everything's at if you're ever lost. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The actual southern side of the map, not just south in whatever approximation you think it is. So, anyways, I'm gonna bitch about that forever. I really am. You see what I mean? This level is just really fun. Like, it's... I mean, it's on the highest difficulty, so it's not like, oh wow, what a bitch, of course it's fun. You're playing easy mode. No. This is the most shit you're gonna encounter in the game. Now I'm just really hesitant about a fucking crash, so that's cool. Alright, I don't really want to kill that dude, but I'll do it anyways. So if you've done everything correctly up to this point in the level, you should be able to take care of this just fine. So, I know there's actually more dudes up there. I'm trying to get rid of them with this. And I think... Nah, I think that's it. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, this is just a very fun level. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. We're gonna leave that alone, too, because I might come back for it later if I'm not careful. Knowing my luck, I'll probably need to. So, there we go. If you're ever curious how I'm, like, remembering all this shit, it's just practicing over and over for every single playthrough I do. I don't ever play games like this without not knowing what to do. It's too fucking dangerous. Also, this is another way of remembering it. If you need it, the level exits over where I just was at. So we can go over here. And I'll show you it one more time, just in case you didn't catch that. So, the best way to put it out is it's right behind this whole, like, area we're gonna go through right now. So we gotta backtrack out of that. The first time I played this level, I spent like 5 fucking minutes trying to figure out where the hell that opened up, because it's really not very well telegraphed, if I'm honest. So, once again, we gotta kill a Naga dude. Not Oh Naga the Dragon King. Sorry. That's not the right game. Now the boss music's gonna get blary, hang on. There we go. I'm amazed it didn't do that sound glitch again. I've only had that happen like twice, where it like just continuously plays the music at fucking full volume and doesn't care if I have it off. So that lever is actually the exit switch, and now we've got to cut our way fucking through this asshole of a tunnel again. Which, like I said, not the worst thing ever, but I much prefer if the exit was closer, because I wish there was like enemies right here, because then I'd actually be more inclined to think that this is the way out. But that's just how I design it personally, and that's just my design philosophy as well. Because that switch has no fucking telegraph that you actually did something. Maybe a security camera like in Duke or something? I don't know. So kill that Naga, and we can just go ahead and do this. Get the fuck out of my way. And yeah, we can go ahead and do the next level. Alright.
Like Chinese New Year fireworks.
This level is a bit of an ass. It does contain the secret level. I think it's called Prison Camp. I didn't do it, so don't hate me if you're like, oh, it's the best level ever. I don't know. So now this level is also a lot like the last one. It's very puzzly, but it's also very doable. It's not 100% impossible to figure it out, but it's definitely a little bit of a lacking in signposting. But, you know, this is just how games were back then. I can't complain too much. But if it's bad level design, it's bad level design. This doesn't suffer from bad level design, just bad telegraphing. So, we need to be over here by the end of the level, right? Now, I want you to remember how to get down here, because this is how it's... why I say it's bad. So you see that ladder? That's what you need to make sure we're going in on. It's a very big level as well, so you need to make sure you got all the shit locked in. Now, this is a very awkward and kind of... I mean, this is like the most unique level design in Shadow Warrior to date, in my opinion. I haven't played Wanton Destruction, so I don't know. Maybe it's crazier in there, but this level design is a little bit like of a pyramid, and it's very easy to get, like, ganked if you're not careful. So, hey look, these people made this. Did you know that team made this level? I hope you did. Maybe I'm bitching about that too much, but, I don't know. Seeing it every single level is a little annoying. But, like I said, that's just me bitching, probably. So there's actually 2 Shadow Ninjas in here, which we're gonna fight later on. Thank God. Not right now. So we can do a little bit more clearing out. They're actually behind that switch, which I'm gonna go... Oh, Jesus. This is my only gripe with this level. There's a shitload of ninjas in the most inopportune spots that are just gonna chip at you like fucking crazy. This is the second to last level as well, so we're almost actually done. Now, I'm trying not to get too far ahead of myself, because, well... you can guess what'll happen if I do that. I might get turned around. This level's very narrow, very awkward. Just do it chunk by chunk. Don't try and do it all at once. Don't need to go down there. If you're playing this the first time, you don't need to go down that dark, spooky area. So, go ahead and... I'll use shotgun here. I'm gonna use a shadow bomb. I thought I could go down that, but I guess not. I think this door is actually permanent. Oh, you're shitting me. No, we're gonna... No! Fuck, I saved it there! Oh, now they're aggro. Jesus Christ. Well, I can probably do this quickly. I've got like 10 seconds to do this. Oh, shit. It's not gonna work. Fuck, fuck, fuck! Get me out of this bullshit. Okay. That worked out pretty well, not gonna lie. So, now we've actually got one of the keys we need in the level, which we can actually, you know, progress properly. So I'm gonna go down this way because in my opinion it's a little bit easier. Okay, now, this is a little bit of a tricky jump. That's not a big deal. I'm not gonna cry that I didn't get it. So, this part is where we need to have that bronze key, though. This is why I said a lot of the level you don't need to go down. You can see this just loops down to here. It's a really intricately well-made level, though, I will say that, and that little secret platforming is how you get to the secret level. There's one to the right on this side. That one I don't think has anything in it, as far as I've been able to figure out. There's also a Shadow Ninja up here and a dude. I think he's dead. Now, don't just jump up there. That's a death sentence. You can see there's a coolie wandering around, too. I don't think he died. Hang on a second. I might have to leave. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Oh boy. So, make sure you take out that dude up there. It's a giant pain in the ass if you don't. You will absolutely regret it the moment you don't shoot some grenades up here. And we're very close to the end of the game. Well, the expansion, whatever you want to call it. I'd say it's about the same length as the base game and not shareware version of the game, which I believe you can play the shareware through this launcher as well. And yeah, if you have the GOG version and shit, you should be able to play this with Void as well. That's what I'm doing, obviously, but I know that the, what's it called? The launcher for Redux makes you launch them individually, which is weird. I think that's Sailor Moon, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how to get in there, I don't care. Probably like some weebery. I love that response. It's one of my favorite things you can say. Yeah, I don't know how, and I don't care enough. So, not nuke, please don't. So, make sure you get rid of the ghost if one spawns here. This is actually going to close. So let's go ahead and do this. I think he died? Yep, now we gotta get in, get out. Oh shit, now the music's gonna blare. This happens after you do that for some reason. I don't really know why. So be very quick about it. If you're not careful, these enemies will get up right up on your ass, and it's a real giant pain in the ass. So try not to do that if you can. So, I forgot about this. That was really spooky. So, playing a little bit like a bitch here, but you know what? I respect the fact that I am not immortal in this game, so... It's not like in Doom, where if I die, I feel like it's 100% my fault. But, like, in this game, there's just moments, as you probably noticed throughout it, that just feel like there's no way I had any idea that was going to happen to me or whatever. So, I'm just going to bolt straight to the exit here, because I really cannot be asked to keep fighting more and more shit that's already spawned in this area, so... Once we go down here, this is your only real indicator that you should remember to be down here, is this, respawn area. So, alright, now this is nuke-worthy, I feel.
2, 1. All systems ready.
It is
Warning.
I would bet $5 that didn't kill any of them. I didn't even notice that current actually moves these little dudes around. That's really cool. Huh, never noticed that. Oh, he died. Oh, I fucking called it, man. I fucking called it. I told you that wouldn't kill them both. Okay. So, you can see why I don't tend to use nukes, because they really aren't always the best solution. Well, maybe in this game, but in real life, they're the solution to everything. So, now we actually have to go up here, be very careful. I believe there's a Shadow Ninja that spawned as well, but I might be thinking of something else. I think I'm just high on drugs. That might be just me, then. Shit. Okay, this is a really nasty health position to be in. Okay, I don't want to get killed, so I'm being really cautious here. I think that takes care of most. Oh, fucking hell. You know what this game needed? It needed, like, a freeze weapon. That's, I think, what this game really is missing. Oh, shit. Now, hopefully I can do this without getting nuked. Oh. 248, you're full of shit. I don't believe that. So this is the last level in the expansion, and kinda thank God, because I don't have to play this again. I'm not saying I'll never play it again in the future on my own free time, but you know what I mean. I've played this. This is the 5th time I've played it, so I really don't. I'm tired of it, if that makes any sense, you know? I mean, it is possible. Let's see if I can chunk some dudes out before I do anything else. I really want to be careful. I've had a pretty good run of this so far, if I'm not gonna try and toot my own horn too much here. I genuinely, like I said, don't play Shadow Warrior as much as other, you know, shooters at this time. So I'm not 100% like a super big fan of it. And oh Jesus. I really want to play a different game, if that makes sense, too. Like, I've been playing nothing but Shadow Warrior for like 2 weeks. I don't hate it, but I am a little Shadow Warriored out. I know that's probably a crazy concept. I have shit to do. I have RuneScape things I gotta do, man. I'm always playing RuneScape. It's the job you play. So, okay, I don't think I can actually do anything weird over here. So this level is actually pretty straightforward. And it is kinda cool. I will admit this is a hell of a lot better than the last boss in the base game. Although, it's not as engaging, I guess. But, if I'm honest, the final boss in the original game wasn't very good either, so it's not much of an improvement. There is a lot of cool shit in this level, though, that I really like. I like the architecture, and I like the design. It's a very cool, like, it's stressful. I like this. I might actually play Fallout New Vegas next, in terms of games I want to do. But I don't know yet. We'll see. You know, I hate saying we'll see, because that's exactly what parents say when you're gonna not get something you want, so... I'm trying to not be too optimistic here, but I really want to play some Fallout New Vegas. I mean, I fucking love Fallout New Vegas. I actually did do a test playthrough of it, like, years ago. I got all the way up until, like, the mid-game, but I just didn't have any fun, and I stopped playing it. Well, I was having fun, but I just wasn't very happy with it, and I said, I'll scrap this. Like, I fucking got all the way to the end, like, of the mid-game. Like, I decided that I wanted to be independent, and I wanted to do all the, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, so... You know what I mean. I really do love New Vegas. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of those games I have to really want to play, though. I can play it over and over and over and never really get sick of it, but I definitely have to, like, pace myself when I play it, because I'll just tend to burn myself out if I'm not careful. But it's like RuneScape, man. It's just one of my favorite games. I can play that forever. You know, if anyone's ever curious, I have played RuneScape for over 15 years, so if you're ever uncertain if I'm actually a real RuneScape fan, I'm sorry. Don't question me. So, I'm actually going to sequence break this and grab the key like this, so we can actually just press that button to do that. I just wanted to style on some bitches, right? So, the best way I can describe this is this section of the level is all prepping for the final boss. So, be very careful. There's enemies on the left, the right, every fucking direction. So, trying to get rid of them and clearing them out as best I can is what I'm going to be trying to do here. I don't want to waste my shadow bomb. Okay, I'm going to call it what it is. The fucking smoke bomb, because I know someone's probably getting triggered when I say that. But I don't care. I do, but I don't. I'm one of those people that's like, oh, I hate when people complain about minutia, and I complain about people calling Vivek in, like, fucking Morrowind, or, like, calling Ornstein. It's Ornstein. I'm like, that's, sure, whatever, man. It's never spoken in game, so whatever, but it's spelled like a Germanic word, so it's probably Ornstein. Just, or Stein, sorry. I should know how to speak German. My family speaks, like, well, doesn't speak anymore, but my family is Germanic, and I know quite a bit of German. So make sure you press these switches. You can do these in any order you really want to. Just remember which ones you've pressed, and that's... The only problem is once you press the last switch, it's gonna spawn the final boss and all of his minions, so you gotta remember which places you've been in and how many switches you've hit. There's actually just 4, so it's not a whole lot of switches, so You don't have to hit them in any specific order either. I'm actually going to save one for last, because unless I can do this, I should be okay. I think I'll be fine. There's just a lot of enemies and you want to clear them out, because trying to fight the final boss with enemies around is a real, you know, pain in the ass. That's all I can say. He's not very hard, but if you're not careful and shit's moving around too much, it can get pretty nasty. Because he does spawn in with like 3 or 4 guys, so go ahead and shoot this, and one of them is obviously a Shadow Ninja, if you couldn't guess by now. I think it's like 3 or 4 Guardians and a Shadow Ninja, so it's pretty bad if you're not careful. Alright, I think we've got pretty much the bulk of this taken care of. This isn't a very useful secret, but I'll take it. Okay. And this lowers here, and then now we can fight the final boss. So don't go out there just yet. Hear all that exploding and shit? Just give it a few seconds. There's 4 corners, and then there's the boss in the middle, so should be ready at this point. I think I'm gonna switch to the railgun for this. So, oh shit! I think they might be able to see me. Let's turn the boss music. No, let's leave it alone. I'll just let it do its thing. Well, that did not work as well as I thought it would. I completely forgot if you actually go in those areas, they spawn coolies right behind you, so I guess that's the only thing I forgot to mention. So, he's a pretty easy boss, but you can see what I mean. It's at least somewhat better than the final boss in the base game, but there can be only one, is what he's saying as well. It's something, I guess. It's not as good as, like, a Doom boss or something, but it's still pretty generic, I guess, for the time. I mean, he doesn't really do anything crazy. He just shoots homing rockets and stomps around and occasionally shoots you. So he's basically just a brown pants ninja with a shitload of health. So that's all I can really tell you. He's not anything out of this world difficult or crazy. Damn it! Oh, that's so annoying. You see how fucking fast you die in this game if you get hit by one of those? So, his name's Hung Lo. He has a fuckload of health. Also, like Zilla, when Zilla dies, he actually lets off an explosion that's just gigantic and fucking nukes you if you're not careful. So, don't be right up in his grill space when you're about to kill this asshole. So, also, do you like that sound? I do. I actually really do. Yeah, he's not very hard. If you have some circle strafing skill, he's not too bad. Like I said, his hit scan is really not a threat. The only way you're gonna get killed by him if you're not careful is, like I said, you're gonna get killed by the enemies that spawn in if you need to get more ammo or something. And that's about it. I don't recommend nuking him. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. I just hate how much health he has, if I'm honest. It takes a lot longer, and that's not my fault. Oh my god, that damn frame skip. Like, you can see what I mean. This isn't hard. I just died because of the fucking bullshit that happens at times. Yeah, it's not a very fulfilling final boss, but it is what it is, I guess. That's the only new enemy that's added in the game, as far as I'm aware, as well. So, oh, he has a railgun attack? I didn't know that. I've never seen him do that. That's kind of cool. I'm saving at this point because I'm fucking really tired of fighting him, if you couldn't tell. And this is, like I said, the 5th time I've played this expansion, so I really just kind of want to get it done with at this point. Not saying it like it's a chore, but yeah, that was a frame skip. That was not in my control. I died, and if you're ever curious what the frame rate is at this game, right now it's at like 700, 600, 500, so it's going at like really high frames. It's just an issue these old games have on new operating systems, and at the same time, it's probably something wrong with, you know, Bandicam. I've never used Fraps, and I'm too damn stubborn to, because Fraps is just gigantic file sizes that I don't want to deal with. You already get a lot of file size taken up by videos when you're, because I do render these in 60 FPS and 1080p, so even though it's completely optional for games like this, I still do it. So I hope you appreciate it at least. God damn it. Anyways, he should be dead. He dies very, very build engine-y. And then, yeah, you can still die in this process too. So, yeah, now he's gotta wait for the cutscene.
All systems ready.
You are weak as a baby fart. Go live in fear. Oh, after all that work, Lo Wang feel like a song.
And that's pretty much it. So, if I had any closing thoughts on it, I think it's an okay expansion. It's not the worst. At least they even made a custom FMV, which is more effort than you got from the Blood expansion ending, so I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's Twin Dragon. I don't think it's too bad. It's free, so you can't really complain about, oh, I wasted $3,000. If you're curious, the frame rate's 1,860 right now on just this menu alone. So, frame skips, that's not me dying. Anyways, also, if you're ever curious, if I turned off pause on active frame, that will just cause, if I do this, it'll just skip the audio around and corrupt the video. So, that's why I don't do that, if you're ever curious. So, anyways, yeah, that's this one. I'm gonna give Wanton Destruction a couple of go-throughs, and then I'll see you in that one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. I'm sorry I skipped the song.